The 2022 stock market crash is much worse than anyone realizes. Some call it a slow train wreck, which is not untrue, but at the end of the day, there's no stopping this disaster. A dramatic sell-off continues to pick up speed, sending indexes to bear market territory, while bubbly stocks face a freefall that only rivals the downturn witnessed during the dot-com bust. Investors are panicking as inflation continues to soar despite the Fed's attempts to control it. This means that even higher interest rates are coming, and they will probably be announced at tomorrow's FOMC meeting. This also means that even sharper losses are ahead, and in today's video, we've compiled some dire outlooks shared by Wall Street's greatest minds. But before moving on, please support us by leaving a thumbs up and subscribing to our channel to stay up to date with the most important news. Stock markets faced a broad-based sell-off this morning after a very disappointing May Consumer Price Index report, which was released on Friday. That showed that, instead of getting better, inflation is still getting worse in the U.S. The latest CPI data indicated that inflation got even hotter in May, jumping by 8.6% year over year, the largest increase since 1981. Only a month ago, a subdued April CPI report had raised hopes that price increases were cooling off, which helped to support a recent bear market rally despite the growing risks. But now, with virtually every indicator pointing to an economic slowdown, a major reversal is underway. According to the preliminary June reading of the University of Michigan's Consumer Sentiment Index, U.S. consumers' confidence in the economy has slumped to 50.2, marking an all-time low in the series since data began in the mid-1970s. Nearly half of consumers polled attributed their worsening outlook to skyrocketing living expenses. As of midday today.
All right, Shalom Akim. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, all honor, and all glory unto Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem, Kodash. I want to give double honors to my apostles and elders at Great Millstone, Drewell, and I want to give peace, greetings, and salutations to all the Lekakim that's pushing His word in truth and sincerity, throughout the four corners of the earth. And the brothers that's not wavering in the faith, being diligent in His truth. I say shalom to you, brothers, and I say shalom, to the few sisters that believe in all meekness and humbleness. I say shalom. I'm your brother Zakaria from GMS Miami Camp. All willing, the spirit and power of Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem, Kodash. Adawan Ratazah, that means Lord willing, so Lord willing, this lesson is edifying to the elect of the nation of Israel, And my lesson today, through the spirit and power of Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem, Kodash, is going to be basically this video that you brothers just seen on Epic Economics. All right, and the title of this video was they just posted it today. I believe they posted it today. The title is Brace for Stock Market Crash That Will Freak Americans Out. All right, because why? The scripture says, hey, Babylon is fallen. All right, Babylon the Great, which is America. All right, the Lord is bringing this place down. And ultimately, we know that the Lord is using these elites, all right, to crash this economy because they want to try to get an NWO, a new world order where everybody is going to have to, they're going to change the financial system. Everybody's going to have to get a charagma in their right hand and their forehead, all right, which is the MOTB, all right. But the Lord is bringing this place down, and those who trust in this place, you're gonna fall along with them. All right, so let's get this. This is the book of he said, because the stock market is going to crash. So this is Zephaniah. All right, you inhabitants of Mektesh. All right, talking about Wall Street. All right, Zephaniah chapter 1 and verse 11 says, "How ye inhabitants of Mektesh." And Mektesh was like a city. Let me see. And it would trade. All right. I think there's little information on it. All right. All right. There's little information on it, but they do trade in there. Bear with me. Let me see. It's last time I looked it up. They didn't really say nothing, so let's see what they have. All right. Yeah. It says a place near Jerusalem inhabited by silver merchants. All right. So they would trade silver there. All right. Silver merchants. All right. And who's the modern day inhabitant of Magnesh? All right. Wall Street. All right. It says how ye inhabitants of Magnesh, for all the merchants people are cut down, all they that bear silver are cut off. All right. Because the Lord is about to bring this place down. Isaiah 24. Isaiah chapter 24 and verse, bear with me. I start at verse 7. Isaiah 24:7 says, the new wine mourneth, the vine languisheth, all the merry hearted do sigh. So all the merry hearted, all these people, all right, that love America, that thinks America is going to continue, all right, they're gonna be sighing, all right. They're gonna be sighing. Let's brace for stock market crash that will freak Americans out. It's not gonna be happy. It's not gonna be the mirth. The Lord said He's gonna cause the mirth to cease. The next verse, verse 8, Isaiah 24:8 says, the mirth of tabrets ceases, the noise of them rejoice endeth. The joy of the heart ceases. Why? Because the Lord is bringing this place down. It's not joyful to live in this place no more. All right, it's actually mourning. People are actually mourning. Let's get that. All right, because why the wicked is bearing rule. All right, especially in middle class, because why they losing everything's getting so expensive. In the poor, you can barely enjoy your life. You're working the same hours, and you're not getting more money, and the prices and everything around you is going up. Hyperinflation. All right, and then you got what they said, shrinkflation. So you buy items and there's less food in there. There's less material in there, man. All right, all right. So the people are mourning. Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. The people are mourning. All right. Isaiah 24:8. The mirth of the tabret ceaseth. The noise of them rejoice endeth. The joy of the harp ceaseth. They shall not drink wine with a song. Because usually when you go out, you drink wine. All right, there's music playing. You know, it's not those happy days. It's not the roaring 20s no more. All right, it's not the 70s, the 80s. All right, where they have the good music and stuff like that, rock and roll and shit and stuff like that. All right, now we in perilous times now. All right, hyperinflation, wars, rumors of wars, protests, gun shootings. All right, stock market about to crash. All right, robbery, theft, murder. All right, that's the time we in. It says they shall not drink wine with the song. Strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it. Yeah, that hard liquor, niggas just throwing it back because they trying to get away from their worries. Verse 10, the city of confusion is broken down. What is the city of confusion? Babylon. All right. Because the word Babel go back to the Tower of Babel, which means confusion. All right. So the Lord said the city of confusion is broken down. This place is confusion all over. It's just you walk outside, it's confusion. You cut on your phone, look what's going on, look on your TV. Everything is confusion. It's out of order. As the scripture said, let me get that. Matthew 24, verse 5. The earth also is defiled under the habits thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. Man. Psalms 82 and 5. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course. Why? Because the wicked is being ruled. Right? People are feeling the squeeze. Right? Isaiah 24:10. Confusion in the city is the city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up that no man may come in. There's a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone. The city is left desolation, and the gate is smitten with destruction. Because ultimately, through the spirit and power of Yahawashi, this place is gonna get hit with 200 million nuclear warheads. All right, and also laser fire from the chariots. This place will never be inhabited again. Our Lord Yahawashi is gonna gather the elect, all right, out of Babylon and out of all the lands that the elect is scattered. The elect of Israel, the nation of Israel, all you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right. Also, the Israelite foreigners that scattered amongst the nations, that lineage go back to the 12 tribes according to their fathers. All right. The Lord is going to gather the elect of his people. In this place, America is going to be destroyed. All right. All right. This is the book of, all right. I'm going to say he would have healed Babylon. Jeremiah 51 in verse 7. It says, Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord's hand. Talk about America. That made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad, meaning they drunken of America's philosophies. Now the nations are angry. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her take balm for her pain, if so she may be healed. All right, so America is fallen. All right, morally. All right, financially is fallen, and ultimately it's going to be falling physically when the Lord hit this place, man. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. All right, they try to put money in the economy, what they call that quantitative easing. All right, raising interest rates and stuff like that. Giving out stimulus packets and stuff like that. All right, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, let us go everyone into our own country, for her judgment reached unto heaven and is lifted up even to the sky. So the judgment of this place has reached up in the eyes of Yahawashi Mashai. So therefore the Lord about to judge this place. Isaiah chapter 19. By this happening, there's going to be wars in the streets, going to be more violence, because there's a lack of bread, there's a lack of food, a famine's coming to this place. All right, the Lord is about to judge this place. Isaiah 19:14. The Lord have mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, which have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit. All right, so the Lord put a perverse spirit in this place. This place is full of wickedness. All right, full of evil. All right, how in this America is spiritually Sodom and Egypt. Egypt representing the bondage, all right, that the children of Israel has been in captivity. Lord put a perverse spirit around these people, man. So, hey, they err in every work, like a drunken man staggered in his vomit, like a drunken man staggered in his own throw up. All right. Verse 15. Therefore shall there be no work for Egypt, which the head or tail, branch or rush may do. So ain't gonna be no work for these people, man. All right. Stock market gonna crash. People gonna get laid off. People gonna quit. All right. All right. It's gonna be a total chaos. And like Apostle Hart, he was going into, I forgot which video it was, but I think the brother from Barbados. I forgot his name. I think he put up a clip. It was Bahamas or Barbados. I think it was Barbados. He put a clip that what Apostle Hart said. He said those app-based jobs, soon they're gonna get rid of them because why? The gas prices is too high. All right, you spending more money driving around than you doing making money, and I did that. I had to do the fucking Lyft and Uber. No, yeah, I did both. I did like Uber Eats and I did Lyft for like a couple months because they laid me off because of the fucking this couple years ago because of the flu shot, man. I refused to take it, and I refused to take it. I didn't take it, but I didn't sign the exemption form, But when they had the fucking sorry for my language, but when they had when the time for the jab to come out, I had the exemption form, so I was good. But yeah, I had to do just to touch me. I had to do that, and it was good then. But you do a lot of driving around. You do a lot of driving around, and that waste your gas. And especially in these times now, gas is so expensive. $5 for a full the average $5 a gallon. That's the average in America. These places through. All right, let's pay a little bit more.
4.19%. The losses recorded since Friday.
Spiritual, 140, it's like 144, and they got a 444K subscribers.
Reflect the depth of market disappointment with the CPI inflation data. In essence, this is a signal that the Federal Reserve will have to tighten policy even more aggressively to be able to contain inflation growth, which is very bad news for an overvalued stock market. Chief economist for Comerica Bank, Bill Adams, noted, with the Federal Reserve mostly on autopilot through the June and July decisions, the latest CPI release argues against a pause in rate hikes in September. At the same time, Bank of America's chief investment strategist Michael Hartnett released a recent note to clients warning that the ongoing stock market crash is far worse than anyone realizes. There are more than one.
Yeah, so it's more far worse than any one realizing. The Lord told his prophet, told us to give our people warning, man. Ezekiel 3:17. So we giving a warning. So our apostle elders been saying this place was through. Ezekiel 3:17, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word of my mouth and give them warning for me. All right, we've been doing that. Through the spirit and power of Yahawashi, telling our people this place is over. Stop trusting in this place. Ezekiel 33 and verse 33, when it's coming to pass, lo, it will come, then shall they know that a prophet have been among them. They're going to know. Isaiah 31. Isaiah 31, woe to the rebellious house, to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with the covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. Our people are rebellious. That walk to go down into Egypt. All right, so people go into Egypt for help, and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and trust in the shadow of Egypt. Therefore, the strength of Pharaoh shall be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt, your confusion. Let's go to the next chapter. Isaiah chapter 31 verse 1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help, and stay on the horses and trust in chariots, because they are many, and in the horsemen, because they are very strong. But they look not to the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord. So they're not seeking the Lord. The Lord said, woe unto you that go down to Egypt for help. Lamentation 4:17. As for us, our eyes as yet fail for our vain help, and our watching we have watched for a nation that cannot save us. Our people go down to Egypt, all right, go down to this place for help, all right, and they looking for Esau to help them, but the Lord said they are our enemies, man. Our scripture say Esau, Edom, and all these nations are our enemies. We're not supposed to go to them, all right, for help. All right, we go to Yahawashi, ultimately, when those times get deadly serious, scripture said we're not going to lean on him. We're going to lean on Yahawashi. Isaiah 10. Yeah, we go to Esau now because we got to work, we got to pay bills and things like that. But when we know the time coming up, the Lord said He's gonna protect us. He's gonna protect us. Isaiah 10:20, and then shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel, and such as are escaped of the house of Jacob, shall no more stay upon him that smote them, which Esau they smote us, but stay upon the Lord, the Holy One of Israel, in truth. The remnant shall return, even the remnant of Jacob, unto the mighty power Yahawashi. All right. For though thy people be as the sand of the sea, yet a remnant shall return. The remnant, the elect, in the consumption decree shall overflow with righteousness. All right, so the elect is going to return. All right. Everybody else is going to be destroyed. Jeremiah 30. Because it's going to be like a time never before. Isaiah 30 and verse 7. At last, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even a time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it, man. So it's going all hell is gonna break loose. They're gonna crash the economy. All right, they're gonna force everybody to get a charagma. All right, all right. Destruction gonna come, but the Lord is gonna save the elect. Revelation 3:10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, the word of the Lord's suffering, red letter, Lord Yahawashi. I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation. That's when the charagma is made mandatory, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. All right, so the Lord said He's gonna keep us because He kept His word. Behold, I come quickly. Hold fast that which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. Meaning the truth. And he that overcometh will I make a pillar in the temple of my power. He shall go no more out. And I will write upon him my name, write upon him the name of my power, and the name of the city of my power, which is New Jerusalem, which cometh down out of heaven from my power. And I write upon him my new name. And we got the name. The name is Yahawah. The Father's name is Yahawah, and the Son's name is Yahawashi. All right, and the name has been refreshed. All right, we got the name. All right, so yeah, that was pretty much it. It's edifying to the elect of the nation of Israel. I want to give all praises, all honor, and all glory unto Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem, Rechakodash. I want to give double honors to my apostles and elders at Great Millstone with Rubo, and I want to give peace, greetings, and salutations to all the elect Akim that's pushing His word in truth and sincerity. Shalom, Akim, keep pushing, keep doing. Shalom.